I think in 2021, it's likely that we'll see in the first half of this year further pushback by the ECB if indeed the euro continues to gain. I think there are definitely growing concerns about the disinflationary situation in the euro area. However, in the second half of this year is when the Fed could start to consider basically readying the market for a tapering next year. So I think it's going to be a year of two halves. So the ECB pushing more dovish message in the first half, while the Fed then starts to talk up potential tightening beyond this year in the second half of the year.
And so very quickly, what would that mean for the euro levels?
Well, I mean, we are still looking for euro to drop back below the 120 level before the middle of this year. And we think it will end the year approximately 116, 117 to the dollar.
You know, we can't leave without talking about the Chinese renminbi. Today continues to strengthen, but we are getting a surge of new cases over in China. Does that somehow affect the outlook for the Chinese currency?
Yes, in the sense that we have priced out clearly a major COVID-19 outbreak in China. However, by and large, I think the news is still that the measures are likely to contain the current outbreak. I think probably more of a concern for the renminbi in the next 1 to 3 months, say, is the fact that the Chinese growth momentum is likely to peak this quarter. I'm talking about the quarter-on-quarter growth momentum. So growth is still expected to be supported beyond this quarter, but the near-term cyclical momentum is likely to peak. And so that should take some shine off the Chinese economic recovery story. However, that said, we are definitely seeing a structural allocation to Chinese assets by global investors. And I think this is something that's set to run well beyond this year. I mean, for example, FTSE Russell is expected to start including Chinese bonds in the World Government Bond Index in October, which will spur further capital inflows into China. So I think basically the drivers of the yuan appreciation are set to change over the course of the year from the global recovery, from the Chinese economic recovery story to one of additional capital inflows into Chinese financial assets.